Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Time for another collection update, a pretty big one actually. We got a bunch of CDs to show you, a couple of records, some merch. So it's gonna be probably a bit longer video, but we'll see how it all works out. Style wise we go everywhere, so there's some your J-pop in there, some regular good bunch of metal in there. There's different kind of stuff in here, so it's gonna be a really awesome update and something for everyone. Right now we're spinning Autopsy. If you don't know if you can hear it, but Ashes, Organs, Blood and Crypts, a release they did in 2023 on Peaceville Music. Awesome old school death metal, can't go wrong with that. Everybody knows Autopsy, so it's a well-known name. So yeah, seen him again at the Stonehenge Festival, so that was awesome. And yeah, really looking forward to that. Anyways, different kind of stuff I bought from outlet from ball.com, stuff I bought at iMusic, stuff I bought at Idle Underworld, at the record store for cheap. You know, different kind of stuff. So let's start off with the stuff I bought online from Ball and that kind of stuff. First up, yeah, and kind of a completion to the for the collection for this band. This is Untouchables by Korn. Yes, some new metal in here. Release they did in 2000 and what's the exact year? I don't know, 2, 3, 4, something in that area. Pretty enjoyed this one. This is not a real well-known record. It's the most popular song. This is Here to Stay, and the rest is all a bit less known. Although I really enjoyed this album actually. It's not as good as some of the previous albums before this, but it's definitely a heavy banger. And yeah, I really enjoyed it, so I had to add this to the collection. And it was pretty cheap. I think I paid $6 for it or something, so why not, people? Yeah, it's not a really bad thing to buy this really cheap, and it was still sealed and everything, so yeah, why not, you know. Let's get over to the booklets. Yeah, everybody knows Korn, you know their sounds. There's nothing really strange going on this album. There's one of the long ass fold out thingies with some spot gloss on there. Anyways, really nice album. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Good tracks on here, and yeah, like I said, it's just a gap filler for me, but it's not a bad album to spin once in a while. And yeah, happy to have this in the collection, so nothing wrong with this. Next two releases going back in time to the early 90s, halfway the 90s. Two releases from Jimmy Page at that point. Everybody knows Jimmy Page from the hard rock band Led Zeppelin, of course. Yeah, I did two albums, one with Robert Plant in 1994, which is this one. No Quarter, Unledded, kind of acoustic-y, atmospheric-y live performances. There's I think a studio track on this one as well. Yeah, I really enjoyed this performance. It definitely has a Middle Eastern feel to some of the songs, which I really enjoyed. And this is definitely a short brief connecting with the previous singer, of course. You know, Led Zeppelin was long gone when these two did this CD. And but yeah, it's a good album. I enjoy it. It's good atmosphere, good songs on here. Of course, you have a couple of Led Zeppelin tracks like Kashmir is on, for example, is on here. But yeah, fantastic tunes, and I'm really happy to have this back in the collection. Of course, I had this in the past, of course, but you know, the Move story, and yeah. But sometimes it's nice to go back into in your roots. I love this stuff in the 90s, and yeah, for me this is really a nice grab back to the past, and I was really happy to have this one. And also bought the collaboration Jimmy Page did with David Coverdale, Page plant, of a Coverdale plant, sorry. Coverdale Page, have to say. Why do I say plant? Page. Coverdale Page. Anyways, this is the release Jimmy Page did in 1993. A really good rock album. I really enjoyed it. Definitely kind of a both things of both worlds. You know, David Coverdale scores from Whitesnake, and yeah, it's a good album. I really enjoyed it. It's definitely for me a nice go back to, because my brother owned this and I taped this to cassette back in the day, and it's really good to hear these songs back again, and finally only a real physical copy on CD, and I'm really happy with that. So yeah, fantastic stuff, and yeah, happy to have this one. Let's see if I can get the booklet out. Really nice booklet as well, with that sign coming back to different kind of pictures. Is really nice. For lyrics, everything is in here. Nice, taking care of pictures. But yeah, overall, really nice album to listen to. Also a good vibe on this one, and yeah, sometimes it's nice to hear something more laid back than all the big noise you get sometimes. So yeah, really good stuff. So Coverdale Page, nice stuff there. And then I go back to the stuff I got from, oh, this is also from Bellvm, I think. This is Despised Icon with Beast, an album I showed in the Shaun the Beast contest entry. Deathcore, Canadian bands, really heavy stuff, combining the more soft, really riffy, groovy stuff with really faster stuff. The breakdowns, the vocals go from hardcore shouts to death metal growls to pig squeals. It goes everywhere. Sometimes it borders also some slam death in some parts. Overall, this is a really heavy listen, and this is a band album they did in 2016. It's the second to last album. The last one is from 2019, so they haven't released a lot in the last couple of 6 years. So I don't know if they're working on stuff or not, or they split up. I don't know what happened with the Spicy Icon, but I really enjoy this stuff. Good stuff. This is the booklet here. Really heavy band, heavy music. If you like your heavy music, then it's definitely a really good thing to check out. Not everyone is into deathcore. There's definitely some hardcore stuff, death metal stuff in here that you have to like, and especially the combination of those two, of course. Most time it's both people listen to hardcore and death metal, but not combined somehow. But I think this is a really nice banger, and I really enjoyed this one, so happy to have this in the collection. Despised Icon with Beast. Next up is a 2025 release, and the last one I bought, and this is not an outlet thing, this is just a regular new album, of course. This is the new one from Hate, Bellvm, Regiis. New album from Hate, blackened death metal. If you like things like Behemoth, you know, this is a no-brainer, guys. This is also a band from Poland, and also a big name, active for decades, started in the 90s already, and it's a really good band. Has some really decent albums in there, but this band is a lot overlooked. When people talk about Poland, a lot of people talk about Vader or Behemoth, but this band was also already there, so keep an eye on that, people. This is a really experienced band, have great sound. There are some good riffs on here. It has a dark sound, it's fast, it's heavy, it has nice mid-tempo bangers. It's a really diverse, good album. Really well taken care of riffs, and the vocals are heavy, and you know, it's a really good release, and definitely worth checking out. Great 2025 release on Metal Blade Records. And this, like I said, this is a band that has been overlooked a lot. and I'm really happy to have this one. I have a couple of other albums from this band as well, but I don't have a major stack from this band. I'm a little bit behind on some of the releases, but I'm really happy to have this one in the collection. Good album, and definitely a band to keep an eye on, people. This is also a really great band. Like I said, if you like Behemoth, I think you will enjoy this. I don't want to say they have the exact same sound, of course not, but you know, it has the same genre, the same intensity, same darkness. If you like that, then you know, two bangers from Poland this year. This is definitely the other one. The first one was from Behemoth, and this is the second one that you have to check. Good stuff, and I'm hoping for a good Vader album, but that probably will come. Or did I miss it? I don't know, but if I have, please let me know. Yeah, fantastic band, Hate from Poland, Bellvm, Regiis. Go check it out. Then stuff from iMusic. Yes, now I can talk about it. I always started too early, but some of the releases I bought from the summer sale they have right now, and stuff that I wanted to have, or stuff that is in my watch list for years. And I bought a shirt as well, so that's nice. It was also in the sale. First one up is a release that I want to have. It's on my watch list for years, but I never come around to it due to other stuff. But I really enjoyed this album back in the day, and I was meaning to pick up an original copy years ago, but yeah, I actually never did. So I bought this reissue, Pitch Shifter with industrial metal from the UK. This is released in 93, 92, 93, 93 I think, yes. One of the earlier industrial metal bands, together with Ministry, of course. If you know those two bands, then you know, yeah, good stuff. All inspired by a project that was, of course, done by some Obituary members and Napalm Death members. A little bit prior to this, I forgot the band name right now. If I remember, I will put it somewhere. But heavy riffs, industrial sound, tight riffs, of course, and a bit of bordering death metal-y vocals, a bit of rougher sound, but not really completely growled. It has definitely the heavy edges, and but has more distinctive, cold, straight approach, and great riffs on this one, especially with the Landfill is a great song. Check out that song, or Gravity Rage, Skin Grip, you know, great songs on here. This is definitely an album that is a classic in the industrial metal genre. They evolved, of course. They halfway the 90s, a bit later, they added some other influences in there, some more electronic things and whatever. I haven't followed that route. The only album I listened to was this one actually, and I'm really happy to finally have a copy after all those years of this album. It's a good stuff. It's on Peaceful, and I'm really happy to have this back. Have this in the collection. Not original press, but hey, it's not. You can have everything. Vocals, bass, Mark D. Claydon. Lead guitar, John A. Carter. Rhythm guitar, Stu E. Tolin. Backing vocals, John S. Claydon. It's the lineup here. You can see the guys right here. And there's a write up in here in the front. And more stuff in there. This will taken care of reissue with stories and pictures, and you know, it's really nice. Yeah, and there's some credits right here and the pictures. Yeah, really interesting release. If you want to explore some industrial metal or how it sounded in the early 90s, this is definitely a release to check. Of course, with some earlier Ministry releases, this is definitely a no-brainer. Good stuff. Go check it out if you like some weird, different kind of stuff, and still heavy. Pitch Shifter. Next up is a metalcore band from France. This is Novelist with C'est la vie, the third album from this band. 2022 release on A Rising Empire. Really good band, good riffs, good vocals. A band that I dive more and more into. They have a female singer. This was still back in the day with the old singer. I think they have changed during the time also to another singer as well. So they have been a couple of vocalists. I don't have really heavy prefer what specific vocalists. I like them all so far, what I've heard. So for me, this is just a cool addition to the collection from Novelists. But yeah, good album. I really enjoyed. Good songs on here, good hooks, heavy riffs, and yeah, you know, it's typical metalcore. If you like that, then it's good stuff. Good melodies. Yeah, I can't say anything bad about this. Have to give it a couple of more spins to give the exact value to me. But so far I really enjoyed this album, and I'm really happy to have this in the collection. Another great metalcore release by Novelists. Check it out if you like metalcore. Next up is a nice digibook version from Deinonychus with Ark of Thoughts. And this is a 1997 album. This is of course a reissue done in 2022 by My Kingdom Music. A really nice digibook version, a bit bigger than the normal size or package. Really nice version. If you like cold black metal, a bit suicidal too, yeah, it's just not completely. You also have other subjects in the music, but bit of a sound with a bit of doomy, a bit here and there some death metal as well. You might enjoy this. The vocals vary from screamy, yelling, suicidal vocals with a bit more regular vocals with death growls. It's a nice mixture which also the music is. There are some slow parts, of course, a bit more up-tempo parts. It's a really nice, cold, atmospheric listen. I really enjoy this band. This is a project from the Netherlands. I think Maurice Kieran is his name. Do I say that right? Marco Kieran, sorry, Marco Kieran is his name. And there is also another musician in here, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, there's some keyboards by John Bartels, I see. Yeah, this is, the rest of the instrumentation is done by Marco. But fantastic release. Definitely meaning to pick up more from this band. I have listened to this band a lot when I was in the early 2000s, when I listened to a lot of MP3s also, and I came across this band a couple of times and downloaded the whole discography. Yeah, downloaded, not really great, I know, but I enjoy it, and I finally meaning my way to pick up some releases from this band. And I'm really happy to have this, and I definitely will pick up more from this project. Great band. Deinonychus, I think, is in Greek, a mythologic name or something. That's where probably the name comes from. But really nice. Go check it out. It's really nice DG book version by My Kingdom Music, which is this label. And I'm really happy to have this in the collection. Definitely need to pick up more from these nice reissues from that label. And the last thing I bought from the sale was, of course, a t-shirt. And I bought a t-shirt from the Japanese metalcore band Crossfaith. Really nice. Nothing on the back though, but really nice shirt. Really happy to have that one. So another Japanese band shirt to the collection. So that's the stuff I bought from iMusic and the outlet things and the regular things. Now we go to the Idle Underworld stuff. I was really enjoying an album from Miho on Spotify, and I know that she's an Idol singer and is under the banner of Idol Underworld, a site owned by Derek Vasconi. You probably will know that name if you are into idol music from Japan. It organizes a lot of stuff and helps a lot of bands and acts and etc. So I was spinning this album live. This is her first album, an album I really enjoyed. So let's buy this on Idol Underworld. It's available and it's not too expensive. And I think buy it. And when I was outside, I saw that her new album was going in pre-order, which is called Stars, which is this album. So I picked that one up as well, together with a nice bracelet. So if you don't know, if not familiar with Miho, an Idol singer of course, she has a kind of shoegazy sound, shoegazy rock, a bit of pop to it, but overall a bit rocky sound, and I really enjoyed it. It definitely has that tremolo picking riffs. It has a nice soft tone to her voice, which really nicely flows into the music, and it's good stuff. I really enjoy this, and I had to buy this, so I pulled the trigger and said I bought this stuff. I had to wait it for a while because of course it was a pre-order, so it took a while that the pre-orders was there, and finally it was shipped. And then of course the post office kind of failed at me because it was circling around for a while, for a couple of weeks. So like I said, we couldn't deliver it today to you. Sorry for the inconvenience. A couple of times I thought I was at home and you didn't make the delivery time. It probably was busy time with packages and stuff like that, but I wonder how that works, because the package was clearly there, and I wonder what was going on. It didn't being delivered, and finally, like almost a month of circling around, it got delivered. So happy finally. But yeah, first album. Great tunes on this one. Favorite tracks probably Doubt and Ito. And what I understand from Derek Vasconi, that Ito was a track that was put a lot of effort in there, a lot of details and things like that, and was probably the hardest one to make on this release. But I really enjoyed it. Doubt is definitely also one of my favorites. Knife of Words is great, but yeah, overall it's a really fun, a really good listen, good riffs, good vocals, and I really enjoyed this. So another look. Here's the CD. Let's see if I can get the booklet out, and it's just one paper here with the lyrics. Sorry for the ring light there, but really good stuff. Happy to have it. And finally the Miho albums in my collection. Let's put that back in here. There were different cover variants for the new album. It was a really way limited edition with checkies and everything. I thought that one was a bit expensive, although I thought with what you get for it, I think it's not expensive, but it was at the period not the amount that I want to spend on a CD, so I bought just the regular versions. And of course then you get the how to get back in. So that's the first album, and then the new album, of course, Stars. And yeah, really nice that I could pre-order this. I'm really happy to have this finally, and also came signed by Miho, as you guys can see. Arigato gozaimasu, Miho. I'm really happy with your signature on this. Happy. Here's the track listing, the new album, really good stuff. There were already some singles released during the time, but yeah, overall it's a really joyful album. I really love Sing, Never Let Go is great, Dear My Stars, My Name Is War is awesome. Favorite tracks probably Never Let Go and My Name Is War, I think. And Stars, probably the title track, is probably the third one. It has some really nice melodies in there. And I also got 2 bonus tracks. You got another version of My Name Is War, featuring Kosame. If you don't know, Kosame is a death metal idol. So she makes death metal music, idolized, of course, but with death growls and screams and things like that, and regular vocals. So she does that all. A really interesting artist, and funny enough, it really works on this album, so on this track. So it's happy to have this version as well. It's nice contrast to the soft voice of Miho. I really was surprised by that track. And then you have Miho and Yuchi on Never Let Go. Really a nice version as well, although I prefer the original version on the album. But it's a really nice alternative version for that. Here is the CD. And here is the booklet here. Lyrics in there. And then we have the track listing once again. Awesome to have this. I'm really happy to have this. Both albums now in my collection, and also bought for extra support. I bought a wristband. Keeping on picking more and more wristbands somehow from idols. I really love those things. This is a nice blue, baby blue one with her Miho logo. So happy to have that as well. So it's made of rubber, so it's really nice, resistant to sweat and everything. So really nice. Good stuff. So that's the stuff I bought from Idol Underworld. Then we have the 2 records left to show, and I bought 2 albums from Wintersun. Melodic death metal from Finland. This is a band started by an ex-member of NC Virum. The original singer was on the first 2 albums, I think, or only the first one. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, he had to leave Wintersun, and he started this project. Released the first album, the self-titled one, and then after 4 years, right? Really a long time actually. 2012, I think 8 years was a gap, something like that, to the first album. This one, this is Time 1 on vinyl, of course. Nice gatefold here. Yeah, symphonic, melodic death metal, a bit folky here and there as well. Has some clean vocals as well next to the harsh vocal. It has this also some bit of power metal influences there, of course. Really enjoyable album. I thought this was pretty straightforward, a bit more on the keyboard side instead of the guitar and melody. I like that sometimes, but I prefer melodic guitar work, but that's my opinion. But I really enjoyed this album though. It's a nice straightforward approach on this. So faster moments, or slower, more atmospheric moments. It's a really joyful listen. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. So yeah, happy to have this one. Nice lineup. I think Kai Hato is the drummer. Yeah, did I say that right on this one? Yeah, he's the drummer on this one, and of course all know him from Nightwish. He joined Nightwish after a couple of albums of this project. I don't know if he's still in this band. I think he is, but yeah, good stuff. I will show you the vinyl as well. And it's a really nice color pressing, really nice, clear with blue, purple splatter, nice logos, really colorful. I'm really happy, and white is also on the splatter. Really nice, really looking vinyl. Then he released another album in 2017, I think, so it was another gap of 5 years. I think it's called The Four Forest or something. It's kind of a spin-off to The Four Seasons by Vivaldi. released that album. It's a really nice album as well. I don't have it, but I know how it sounds because my girlfriend has all the albums on CD. And then it was another big gap till 2024. So they got another 7-year gap to this one. And this is Time 2. Finally, the second epos for the Time saga. This is of course a bit Japanese inspired, as you guys can see. You already see the cherry blossoms, and here and there some Japanese symbols. Yes, and I was really happy to see that. This album is kind of in the same vein, but a bit more progressive, so it's not a little bit less straightforward. My girlfriend likes this one more. I actually enjoy this one more. So yeah, there's a different in our taste. Fantastic album, good stuff. And this one is not a gatefold, sadly, but just a regular sleeve. But it comes with a booklet here, so that's nice. And lyrics in there, and really beautiful artwork. And yeah, Kai Hato is also on this one. So yeah, and this one is also a color pressing. This one is on white vinyl. It's nice. So happy to have this one as well. So I have the Time saga complete now, and just need to buy the other 2 albums on vinyl. I think the third album is also pretty easy to get. The first one is a bit different though, and it's a bit more expensive, but it's available. So there will be a time that I have the whole 4 of them, and maybe in 5 to 10 years time he will release another album. Guess knows. Anyways, yeah, fourth album by this project, Wintersun. Great release, happy to have it, and finally in the collection. So people, that's all the stuff I needed to talk about. Thank you very much for watching. If you get something to say, people, to ask or whatever, just ask it in the comment section. I will name the albums in the description, of course, to give you guys an idea if you want to look it up, how which artist is what. And yeah, I hope you find something of your liking in this update, and let me know if you do. I'm here to promote bands, and I like to do collection updates. I love showing you guys new music or music that I already have or whatever, but collection updates, enjoying new music is always like showing what I got. It feels like a kind of a birthday vibe to me somehow, but it's always great, and always fun to do in a collection update. So thank you all very much for your time, for watching. I know it's a lengthier video, but hope you guys still enjoy it. Thank you all very much for watching, and hope to see you guys back soon with more videos. Thank you very much. See you guys next time.